Morning and welcome to the Geelong District Football League thirds grand final, the Exhaust Brothers Cup between Werribee Centrals and Bannockburn. Your callers this morning, Dale Smith, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Eric. How you going, mate? I've just got a bit of instructions here from the front of the box, but looking forward to this game, and obviously with the Bannockburn side playing, looking for a big win. So,
all right, I'm Eric Nichols, and Dale and I will be bringing you the call. Toss has been made, and one Bannockburn, Dale, would appear kicking to Buckley's end.
yes, that is correct.
And the Werribee Central's obviously kicking to the northern end. Umpires for the game, central umpires, Peter Harmer, Peter West and Brendan Santaspirito. Boundaries, Dean Fleely, Matthew Craig, Daniel Dorling. And in goals, Richard Jones and Mitchell Gray. So good luck to the men in orange. And great day for it, Dale. Just a bit of breeze, probably favouring the Buckley's end.
Well, I think this is a great day for footy, Eric. The sun's not out, so players won't have to worry about the heat or anything like that. And I just think the conditions now will suit. Look, both sides are good running sides. So, look, this will be a great contest here. The under-18s, I've seen these kids play during the year. And Werribee, I think, towed them up during the first two games. But in the last final, the Bannockburn side got a little bit of revenge. And I suppose they would have liked to have carried that forward to today as well. But, look, I think it'll be a good contest.
So we're about to get underway. Umpire holds the ball aloft. And you can tick us off.
And umpire throws the ball in the air with Woodman and Bloomfield. It is in rucks contest. Ball comes to ground. Picked up there by Sheedy. He gets a handball back. Goes as far as Trent Cole. And the first kick of the game goes forward by the Werribee Central side. Pappas leading in the race for the ball with Watts. Watts from Bannockburn able to knock the ball towards the boundary line. Hits their foot and goes over the boundary line on the full. And the free kick will go to Adrian Pappas. Pappas played a few senior games during the course of the year. And from half forward flank will kick towards the hot spot on the ground in towards full forward. Oh, good strong attempted mark there from full forward. And that was player coming out was Porter. Porter gets the ball now, directs it across the face of goal. Connor Dillon leads in the race for the door from Bannockburn. Comes into the hands of Hobbs from Bannockburn. Kicks the ball now into the centre of the ground. Hoses there, Padani, but it's picked up and kicked forward short by Gamble. Back in the hands there of the list or the trophy winner in Cole. Cole's asked now to play on, kicks towards centre wing, and it's picked up and driven forward there by Cornish. A poor kick going forward. Dillon has the ball, turns it out of defence, goes towards centre wing, and Padani Grant drops the
free kick down the ground, I think, Dale.
And a free kick has been awarded, Eric, you're correct. And Grant Padani kicks the ball now from centre wing. A poor kick going forward once again. It's intercepted there by Guyot, and Guyot puts Werribee Centrals back into attack to the half forward line. Players chase the ball towards the boundary line, and the ball will go over the boundary line to be thrown back into play.
So we've been playing the clock
about 2 minutes, I think, Eric, we've been going, or thereabouts.
So the first clock hasn't been working too well, and the ground clock either. Ball thrown in front of the scoreboard, which doesn't show anything at all at the moment. A ruck infringement there. It's gone to Broomfield for Werribee Centrals, and the handball's quickly to the running player, and that's Cole, very conspicuous early, and a lovely skimming pass into the forward pocket. Finds the ball in the hands of Zammit. So in the forward pocket for Werribee Centrals. Bannockburn haven't been into attack at all at this point in time. Nice looking kick there from Zammit. He's missed everything, however, out of bounds on the full, and the ensuing free kick will go to the Bannockburn defence. So Bannockburn under a bit of pressure early here, Dale, and probably need to get the ball flowing further forward.
Yeah, I think just some skill errors early in the game, Eric. They'll need to straighten themselves up there and get things going properly. I think they're a good enough side. Their skills usually pretty good. And that mark was taken by Ryan Cornish. So Cornish now plays on and asked to do so by the umpire. Goes back to the goal front. Good strong lead again from full forward, and that's Porter coming out presenting well today. Toes on the ground working for the ball. Players dive on it. Umpire's not going to let it go on for much longer, and he comes in and will ball it up. About 30 metres out.
Cornish is a name we've heard in the seniors through the year.
He certainly is. Woodman gets a big knock away, goes towards the half-forward flank, picked up out there by Quarry, who spins around, kicks it round the corner, and standing in the hole is Jamie Hobbs, and Hobbs takes the mark for Bannockburn in the back pocket. Looks at Turnley crossing the goal, but decides to go straight down the line now towards the half-back flank. Goes in that direction now, leading the chase for the ball is the player for Bannockburn in McFadden, I think it was, and the ball has gone over the boundary line to be thrown back into play.
So we'll bring the ball back in Half forward flank for Werribee Centrals, kicking to the northern end. Big tap. Well, it was meant to go forward from Woodman. Unfortunately, went backwards. But the ball, for the first time, forward of centre for Bannockburn. It's not a good kick, and the Werribee defence, they're back very quickly. Coming back, there's Tadaro. Kick around the body towards centre wing. Players run under the footy, but first to recover Werribee Centrals. And good work there by the big fella. Unfortunately, went without the footy, and he probably saw Woodman coming towards him. But they can't clear the ball out of this scrimmage either side, and it's pretty ugly at the moment. But finally, Bannockburn bring the ball towards half forward. Now they're a chance, but they've got no numbers at centre half forward as the Werribee Centrals once again. And good defensive work, good shepherding off the ball there as the ball comes towards our commentary position. Picked up on the wing there for Werribee by Quarrier. Not a bad looking kick, but mark not taken by his teammate down there in Zammit, and the ball forced over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in. Still no score in the grand final, and we've been going approximately 5 minutes as the ball's thrown in front of the Social Club.
So in ruck, Woodman over the top, reaches in, doesn't quite get a clean knock away, comes to Quarry at the front, he can't pick the ball up, now falls to Smith, who gets a tackle, disposes of the ball incorrectly. The umpire's going to pay a free kick, and it will go to Bannockburn, and the free kick to go to player in Dane Hose. So Dane Hose, true centre wing, no one stands the mark. He's got to come back round before the umpire will blow time off. The umpire does so now, but Dane Hose from true centre wing kicks the ball towards the centre half forward position, but coming in with the flight of the ball, and that player there was Cornish again, and Cornish has been awarded the free kick for a holding the man without the ball. So Cornish off the half back line, plays on now, goes straight across the ground. Probably a difficult kick to get to the Werribee Central player, but leading in the race for the ball is Menzies. He can't pick the ball up cleanly, so the pressure of the game may be telling on both sides. It's picked up there by Turnley. He goes on the left foot, kicks round the corner, and Lovett leads out and takes a mark half forward. This will be the first time Bannockburn have gone inside 50, and he looks for Avery, and Matty Avery has taken a mark. Matty Avery, a good kick on goal, and well within his range here, has a chance to put the first score of this morning's game on the board. So Matt Avery from 35 metres out, bit worse than 45 degrees.
It's almost
lined up by the umpire.
Almost against the run of play, isn't it?
It certainly is. So Matt Avery will come in from, as I said, 35 metres out from goal. Kicks on goal. Nice kick off the boot. I think it's gone a bit narrow, and it has, and it's gone through for a minor score. And that will be the first score of this grand final here this morning. So the Bannockburn side move to one behind. They lead Werribee Central's yet to score.
So we've been playing approximately 7 minutes in this first quarter. 20 minutes straight the under-18s play. There is no time on unless there's a serious injury. The kick-in will come from Hamilton at fullback for Werribee Centrals. Whistle to play, not a good kick-in. He was put his team under real pressure there, and there's held with the footy. Cole gets, well, in fact, he's pinged for taking too long to dispose of it, and defence under a bit of pressure here, Dale, and the opportunity here for the Bannockburn side.
Padani, this one.
Padani's, that's a well-known name in Bannockburn football. Padani goes goalwards. Unfortunately, he's also a little bit short, a second behind. 2 behind straight. That's Bannockburn. Werribee Central's yet to score, and we're almost 8 minutes into the first quarter. The big fellow again, Hamilton, to kick in. That's a bit better effort, still inside defensive 50. Mark not taken, picked up for Werribee by Horn. He can't get away with it. And there's some ferocious tackling. In fact, that one's an illegal tackle. I see for Tula. Taking a while to get up for Bannockburn there at centre half forward. He's done it like a racehorse anyway, Dale, I think. There's a little chip pass for Werribee, and found a teammate in Zammit. Been fairly conspicuous early. Goes across the ground. Neither side really using the ground that well at the moment. Picked up there for Bannockburn by Mace. He's immediately dispossessed. Now it's a throwing decision against Bannockburn. And free kick will go to Patterson. No.
Going to a guide, is it? I think. I'm not too sure now. You can't see his number. He comes across the ground and finds Jordan Smith, still just backward of centre wing. Clubroom side of the ground. He now steadies and goes round the wing. Another poor kick, but it's got the result because it's found Hamilton, who's pushed down from full back. Hamilton now Centre wing, walks around the umpire corner to play on, and he does so. Goes short, back into the centre of the ground. Again, players having trouble picking up the ball, but Guy does so. Gets a kick going forward. This time as far as Spiller, he knocks the ball forward. Arnell, he can't take control of the ball. The ball's out and running. A long kick forward by Ellis. Goes to the full forward position. Fry, oh, good clean pick up from the ruckman there in Broomfield. Runs into the open goal, and that's the first goal of the afternoon, or sorry, of this morning. And it goes to James Broomfield, the ruckman for the Werribee side. So Werribee Central's move to 1 goal straight. They lead Bannockburn 2 behinds.
The majority of the play, Dale, and they haven't been able to capitalise, but was wonderful roving from the ruckman.
Yes, he swooped in that ball very nicely, the big fella. Got the front and square position and did very well.
So we see the ball back in the middle as we head to halfway through the first quarter. Woodman prepares to do battle in the middle for Bannockburn, and up goes the ball. Oh, wonderful work. Tap down for Werribee to Ellis, but handball chopped off. They come back well. Ball goes towards half forward. Werribee Central's lead in the race for the footy. Nice pick up there by Lytton. He kicks a low skimming pass. They're not really driving the footy, players from either side, as Bannockburn's through. Watts comes back under pressure. Good work there for Werribee by Barilio. And the ball is hurried through for a rush behind. So 1 goal, 1-7. Werribee Centrals, 2 behinds Bannockburn as play continues. That's a better
Watts
kick.
Kicks the ball out from full back, gets outside 50, a good kick there. Player there picks the ball up, tackled by Bannockburn, some good pressure, but again support there from the Werribee Central side. Sees the ball delivered back to the centre of the ground, or just misses its target there in Gamble. He can't take the mark, but he works hard at ground level. The ball's come forward, goes to Avery, and Avery goes forward looking for Fatula. So Fatula leading in the race for the ball, has player in pursuit, can't stop and prop. That knee might be giving a bit of trouble, Eric, but the ball's now at ground level, and the work's been done there by Jared Horn, I think it is. Picks the ball up and sees it over the boundary line, so some good pressure. And the umpire to throw it back in on the half-forward line. This time Bannockburn are deep in attack.
So just gone 11 minutes into this first quarter. Half-forward flank for Bannockburn, as Dale indicated. Ball comes in once again. Both ruckmen get a touch on the footy. Came down to Guy for Werribee Centrals. He's kicked it out of bounds on the full. So the ensuing free kick will go to, looks like Hose getting the kick out there.
Yes, that's right.
So Hose outside forward 50 for Bannockburn, looking for some options, decides to play on, comes around the man, the mark, kicks it long inside 50, but coming in, mark should have been taken there by Cornish. He doesn't, but he follows up well, and he's been conspicuous early, and I guess his senior experience is not doing him any harm at all here. So his kick goes out of bounds, in fact on the full again. So field kicking, Dale, I guess it's a grand final.
Yeah, there'll be a few nerves out there, Eric. So umpire now will see the ball come back into play, and Grant Patani has taken the mark outside 50, and he will look for his options further down the ground for Tula, moving it full forward, but probably not a positive lead. So he puts the ball in the air, goes in that direction. Fatula puts his hand up, and that's a good strong mark, just using his arms to ease his opponent under the ball, and Brad Fatula to have his first set shot at goal. Difficult angle, probably the wrong side for a left footer. But I think he finished on top of the league ladder of the scoring of the goals for this year for the under-18 competition. So he comes in now from about 35, 40 metres out. Kick goes on the way again. It's gone short, and it will be out of bounds on the full.
Actually kicked 62 goals for the year. You're dead right. Leading goal kicker for the thirds or the under-18s.
I think it's Cornish who's taking the resulting free kick in the back pocket. So again, as you said, Eric, you've seen experience. He plays well, kicks the ball across the ground, and goes to Zamet, who takes the mark in the other back pocket. He now brings the ball around the boundary line, and only as far this time as Padani, and that's Rowan. So he plays on quickly, goes in towards centre half forward, and Hose takes the mark inside 50 and will kick from 45.
That's better football, and got it into the corridor, and as we know from all the footy here at St Albans, you need to be in the corridor to be able to score comfortably.
So Dane Hose, he is a good kick of the football, so distance won't trouble him. It's just the accuracy a concern here for the Bannockburn side. So he comes in, gets over 50, will kick from 45. Nice kick off the boot, but again, offline and through for another minor score. So some wasted opportunities early in the game here for the Bannockburn side. But sees them move to 3 behinds. They trail Werribee, who are 1 goal a 1.
So Hamilton, looks like his job is to do the kicking in, and good control kick. marked out on the half-back flank by Tadaro, comes back inboard. Gee, that's not a good kick, however. Put his teammates under real pressure, and they put a fair bit of pressure on young Cole, don't they, the medal winner. But Bannockburn have done well. They're keeping it inside forward 50. They need to be able to capitalise. It's gone outside, and I think Badani a bit disappointed there. The ball called out of bounds, and I guess he accepted it, so it was probably out of bounds. He's trying to con the umpire. But half-forward flank for Bannockburn, kicking southern end. Approaching 15 minutes, three-quarters of the way through this quarter. Neither ruckman get a clear tap down. It's at the front of the pack, picked up there again by Cole. And I guess it's easy to see how he'd pick up votes. Dale, he's short, he's got a good crop of hair, and he's always conspicuous.
He carries the ball too. He's not a bad little football. He moves, it looks like he can use both sides of his body, which is a handy thing in junior football. So Woodman gets the tap down, goes to the front of the pack. It's picked up there by Arnell, who had a senior game last week and one other during the course of the year, but it was rejected well there by Guide off half back, goes towards centre wing, and coming out and taking the mark is Rowan Padani. So Badani, centre wing, looking for options down the ground now. We'll probably go back to where the ball came from, but there's not a lot of movement. Goes in that direction now. Comes over the back. Avery over the top, but a good running play there from Sheedy. Reads the ball off the top of the pack. Kicks round the corner. That's Bannockburn's first goal. And it goes to player in Sheedy. Ben Sheedy, I think it was. It kicked the goal.
Spot on.
His first goal, Bannockburn's first goal. They move to 1-3. They lead Werribee Central's 1-1. And we've played possibly 15 minutes first quarter.
I guess they needed to get a goal, Dale, because in the last 7 or 8 minutes they've had the majority of the play and really haven't been able to capitalise. And gee, that was a wonderful exhibition of roving. You know, back of the pack, read it beautifully, and capitalised with the good kick for goal.
Yeah, I think they needed to get that too. I think they might have the scoring end. I think the breeze might be just blowing to that bottom pocket. So probably another goal or two before quarter time would be required here from the Bannockburn side.
So the umpire moves to the circle once again, heading towards the latter portion of the first quarter. Good tap down there for Werribee. The umpire said the ball's not going anywhere. He's doing quite well, Gordon, in the ruck there. He's a shortish ruckman, but doing well against Woodman. Up goes the ball. Woodman, good position, lovely tap down. Went to Arnell, round the body to half forward. Good looking kick. Oh, great defensive stuff by the Werribee defence. And I guess for defenders, Dale, we admire that sort of play, but there's another magnificent bit of football. The smother there from Rowan Padani, and right in front of our broadcast position, and that's great to see. The kids been able to exhibit the skills of our great game of Aussie football. Thrown in front of our broadcast point, comes forward. There's Cornish again, can't handle a footy. Player carried forward without the footy. Umpire saw that. It's gone to the goal kicker, Sheedy, and about 60, 70 metres from, well, he's almost centre wing actually, but Sheedy now. Good control kick into the corridor for Teller. Can't take the mark. Back of the pack. Not enough pace on that occasion, Avery, but does well. Puts a contest, but Werribee at ground level through Cole. Wonderful handball out wide to Tadaro, but he's tackled. Terrific defensive stuff. Here's Cole again, this time on the left foot. Kicks it to the middle of the ground. Woodman with strength. Not too sure where to go. Gets it kicked. Finally, there's good running football there for Bannockburn. It's quickly to Fatula at full forward. Can't take the mark. And now the Werribee Central's defence. They come to the fore again. And lovely control kick out to centre wing. Can they get control of it? They do. This time through Alice. And does well. Long kick towards half forward. Who's back there? Almost a free kick there to Dylan. Not paid. As lovely handball comes out for Werribee. This time to Zammit. And but we're Bannockburn doing well in defence here, middle of the ground. There's Padani, can't pick the footy up, but he gets support from Arnell. He's immediately tackled as soon as he picks the footy. Oh, there's a high tackle, pushing the back, whatever you like. Free kick, Werribee Centrals.
So the free kick there goes to the player in Cooperos, just the backward of centre. Goes wide to Cole, and Cole comes back in his left side, comes across the ground, looking into the centre of the ground. The kick doesn't hit its target. Turnley does the right thing, knocks it in front of Padani. Padani back to Turnley. Turnley's tackled, but it comes to Guy. Kicks the ball out towards centre wing now, and player in Cornish has taken the mark. Plays on, goes towards half forward. Padani going back with the fly of the ball, does well to get the ball to the ground. Woodman in support, picks the ball up, kicks round the corner, doesn't get enough leverage on it, goes to Cornish once again towards half forward, but unfortunately the kick comes off the side of the boot and will run over the boundary line and be thrown back into play. So half forward line, Werribee Central's into attack. Pappas is one player that hasn't had a lot of the ball, and if he can get enough of it, Werribee are fairly well on their way, I think. But Woodman standing in there, takes the ball again, doesn't get enough leverage on the ball with his handball, goes towards Cornish, who puts the ball back towards the forward pocket, and the ball goes over the boundary line about 10 metres around from the behind post, with Werribee now deep in attack. So a 2-point margin here to Bannockburn.
Getting close to quarter time.
Very much close to the quarter time. We've gone 19 minutes, so not much time left in the quarter. The umpire about to throw the ball back into play. Does so now. In ruck, Woodman stands his ground. It comes to the back of the pack. Can't be picked up. Spiller gets a handball to Badani. And Badani runs outside the half-back line. Kicks towards centre wing. Goes towards Grant Badani. In support is Massey. He kicks the ball off the ground. And the ball goes over the boundary line with players Cole and Guyot coming in to push him over the line. So true centre wing.
An entertaining first quarter, Dale. I reckon nerves have got both sides so far, but there's been some semblance of very good football.
Yes, both sides just take a little bit of time to get going, but as you said, Eric, it's a grand final, so I think things will start to roll shortly. So in ruck we have both Woodman, but the ball falls in the hands of Cornish once again. Cornish goes round the boundary line towards the half-forward line. Mark is not taken there by Lytton, and it comes now to Watts, who kicks round the corner to Massey. Massey takes the mark, but he's gone over the boundary line and on the full. So Pappas to take the resulting free kick from right in front of the side of the scoreboard, and he's going to have a shot at goal. He was lucky there because players were coming towards the coach's box, and I think they called him back in case he went over the mark. So Pappas, I think maybe just outside range, but he isn't a fair kick of the football. Goes for the torpedo. Geez, a nice looking kick off the boot. It's going to be out of bounds on the full. So at quarter time, the Bannockburn side will lead 1 goal 3-9 to the Werribee Central side 1 goal 1, 7 points.
So that's quarter time, Dale, and as we said a moment ago, an entertaining first quarter, with neither side really gaining any ascendancy. So we'll go to a break. We'll be back shortly with the second quarter. Brothers Cup, the third grand final for the Geelong District Football League. Quarter time score 1-3-9 at Bannockburn. Werribee Central's 1-1-7. Siren sounds. Umpire moves to the circle. And up goes the ball. We're underway. Second quarter. Important quarter here. Tap down from Broomfield. Fairly congested at the drop of the footy. Umpire might have to blow the whistle. No, he allows the ball to come out. Cornish can't get clear. Bannockburn, good work there as the ball comes out, but the big fella down. There's a kick off the ground by Turnley, and the ball all of a sudden's at half forward for the Bannockburn side. Picked up there. Gee, Cooper could have, in fact, did get a free kick. High tackle, and away he goes, out wide towards centre wing. There's a one-on-one. Good contest out there. Good pace there shown by Tadaro. Gets the ball to half forward, and there's a good mark on his chest to Barillo. Werribee going forward. There's good work. The ruckman's drifted forward. Broomfield takes the mark, plays own goals goalward, but mark should have been taken there for Bannockburn by Fry. Doesn't do so. Now they got trouble at defence here for Bannockburn, but they've done it very well. Ball back to the middle, cleared. Good pick up there for Bannockburn by Turnley. Over the top to the runners. Now it's at half forward, but it breaks down again. And Hamilton at centre half back takes a saving mark for Werribee Central.
Hamilton plays on quickly, comes towards the half forward line. The ball there picked up off the ground level by Ellis. Gets a handball out. This time Turnley intercepts it. Gets a kick round the corner. Lucky kick finds Arnell in the centre of the ground. Gets support or gets tackled there. He gets a handball off to Watt, and Watt goes forward towards centre half forward. Going back to the flighters love it. The other way is Massey, and for the Werribee side, the ball can't be picked up there by Smith, but the ball falls in the hands of the medal winner in Coles. Ball is back with him now, and he kicks the ball from the centre of the ground. Goes towards centre half forward. Flying across the front was Hobbs, but can't take the mark. Quarrier now with the ball in his hand. Now with Tadaro, I think it is. And he kicks the ball towards the half forward position. Ruckman there doesn't take the mark. It was a good spoil, but that falls in the hands of the full forward for the Werribee side in Malucio, and he kicks it goal, and it goes through for a minor score. So the first score of the second quarter goes to the Werribee Central side. They now move to 1 goal 2. They trail Bannockburn, who are 1 goal 3.
I think, Dale, even in the first 2 minutes of this quarter, the tempo's upped quite a bit, and standard is dramatically improved. Out wide, looking for Woodman, can't take the mark. Off hands, it's over the boundary line once again. Half forward flank for Werribee Centrals in this second quarter. kicking to the Buckley's end, the southern end of the St Albans Reserve. There's now Woodman and Broomfield. They do battle as they've done most of the game. Woodman tapped down for Bannockburn. Ground level, Werribee doing well. Here's Cole once again. Picks the footy up, not too sure where to go. Goes backwards, and that's a good move because he found a teammate in Gamble. Gamble now for Werribee Centrals. True centre wing, outer side. Goes towards centre half forward. That's where you need to go. Bannockburn do well in defence. Good punch forward. At ground level, they need some support though, as Woodman now, handball to nobody, comes down. This ball thrown away there by Zammit for Werribee. Umpires allowing play to go to see if the ball will come out. It hasn't. So now he will take the ball. 3.5 minutes gone. Second quarter. 1-3 plays 1-2. Bannockburn a point in front.
Woodman's palmed the ball down to Turnley. He didn't take it in his hands, kicked it out of mid-air, and it's gone straight towards the boundary line and over to be thrown in half forward line for the Werribee Central side. So the umpire just on the 50-metre arc has the ball in his hands, throws it back into play. Woodman front spot, palms the ball to back down to himself. He's taken out of the contest there by the Werribee player, and he's been awarded a free kick. So Woodman just backward of the half-back line, I suppose in between the two, has the ball, looking for options down the ground. Not a lot of movement down the field, so he just kicks the ball long, goes towards centre wing. Lovett's the target across the front of the pack. Ball gets behind, and Hamilton now leads in the race for the ball, but he's going to see it over the boundary line to be thrown back into play, and we're now at true centre wing. So we've gone 4 minutes, second quarter, and it's point the difference. So both sides have settled now into their work. Umpire throws it in. Woodman gets the knock forward, knocks it about 20 yards, but again, straight back over the boundary line, and will be thrown back into play once again.
So need to perhaps get the ball to the back, I would think, Dale, and have somebody running, and they've got the player back there if they can get the ball out to him. Ball thrown in. Woodman goes forward at the drop of the footy. Werribee doing very well. There's a whistle on play, advantage to Werribee. Cole's had 2 bounces. He's having a third bounce. He's run almost to forward 50. A nice little chip pass and found a teammate. Looks like, is it Zammit there?
Oh, Wharton, I think.
Wharton could be. He's gone to the goal square. That's where you need to be. And now the pressure on the Bannockburn defence again. They're up to the task at the moment. Comes towards half-back. Good running there as the ball picked up and kicked to open spaces. Centre wing. Bannockburn in the van here. A bit more urgency could have been shown there by Hose, but he gets the footy, goes to half forward, and great body work there by Hamilton at centre half back, and takes the mark. Kicks in the man on the mark, however. Now Bannockburn a chance, but he follows up Hamilton with strength, runs clear. He's run a long way and kicks the ball towards the half forward position. Numbers there with Bannockburn. Good roving by Zammit. The ball goes forward, looking for Cole, but he's outpointed for height there, but he's got good support. Now the ball's half forward flank for the Werribee Central side. Stacks on the mill. Umpire was going to blow the whistle, decided against it, but finally he does blow it. 6 minutes gone. First quarter, point the difference, but the ball in the Werribee Central's attacking forward pocket.
So Woodman and Broomfield go in the ruck contest. Comes to Turnley, who kicks around the half forward line. Doesn't hit the target again. Coming the other way is Cornish. Picks up from the half back forward line. Sorry, goes towards full forward. Ooh. Oh, big leap there from the full forward. I think it's Potter Porter again. Doesn't take the mark. He comes back to him. Tries to get a kick on the play, but this is flung out of his hands. Ball is picked up there by Fry. Gets a 5-metre clearing kick. Only as far as Zammit again. He's tackled as he shoots towards goal. And the smother comes on the ball and it goes over the boundary line. So in between the half forward and forward pocket position, Werribee Central's in their attacking zone. So more changes from the Werribee side. And Wharton comes on to replace Guyot, who walks across in front of the box now. Ball comes to Spiller. Spiller gets a handball only as far as the Werribee player, who kicks back to the front of the square. Hobbs taken off the ball, gets a handball out to Watt. Watt to Watts this time, and Watts goes towards half back. Over the top of them there was a good attempt at marking by Gamble. He steadies at ground level, goes wide to Quarrier, out by himself, plenty of space, kicks around the corner, looking for and trying to find Malucio, but he can't find him. He goes back and gets it again at ground level, picks the ball up, stands up in the tackle, does well with strength, but the umpire says, mate, you've got to get it out quicker, and the resulting free kick will go to the Bannockburn side in the back pocket, and the player to take the free kick could be McFadden, I think. It is in the true back pocket position. He now goes to the far side of the ground and along the half-back line. Numbers favour the Werribee side, but it comes to ground level and Woodman can't get down to pick the ball up. Support there from the player in Padani, and he's tackled high, and resulting free kick goes to Bannockburn. So Padani off half-back directs the ball to centre-half forward or the centre of the ground. Avery comes in, but Cornish it is, taking a mark inside. He's interfered with in the contest, and a 50-metre penalty goes to Cornish, which will take him inside 50, and he will shoot from about 40 metres out from goal. So Ryan Cornish has played a good game of football here this morning, and he is now kicking at goal from 45 metres. He'll kick from, or just a little bit closer. Comes in now, crosses over 50, kicks from 40. Good shot at goal, but he's pulled it across, getting the extra distance and through for a minor score. So his first score of the afternoon is behind, and it sees now at the 8.5-minute mark, scores are level.
Yes, 1 goal, 3 apiece as Bannockburn under a bit of pressure. They haven't moved forward too much in this quarter. It's almost replicates the first quarter with Werribee Central's doing most of the attacking, and Bannockburn went forward at some point and got a goal, but they're in a bit of bother here. The ball is forward pocket for Werribee Centrals. It was carted all the way back there by the Bannockburn defence. Now it's underneath the play. Got to get it out, and I think they'll concede a behind. So a rush behind to Werribee Centrals gives them the lead. 1 goal, 4-10. Bannockburn 1-3-9, and we've been playing over 9 minutes into the second quarter as the quick kick in comes to Bannockburn. Gee, there's a dangerous kick into the hot spot centre forward. Big chance here for Werribee Centrals. Can they capitalise on the mistake? Arnold really can't get into the game, Dale, can he? And needs to just apply himself on the game and exert a bit of influence, because played very well in his first senior game last week. Up in the air, Woodman, tap down, only as far there as Ellis for Werribee Centrals. The ball again is at full forward. Oh, the big fellow just onto the ground. Wharton, he's turned around. I tell you what, he's missed by a whisker. Just to the left of the tall timber. Just on the ground, Sam Wharton gets it behind, increases the lead. 1-5-11, Bannockburn 1-3-9. 10 minutes gone, second quarter.
Big fella showed a bit of poise there. Wasn't a bad attempt on goal. So Watts brings the ball in only as far as the medalist in Cole, and he takes a mark just outside 50. So the kicking in hasn't been good. Goes back towards the square. Pappas in front. Doesn't take the mark. Comes to Dillon. Don't think he looked there, because he's gone straight back to the Werribee players there. 2 of them standing side by side now with Cornish. So Cornish kicks on goal, but again, maybe the pressure of the situation for these young fellows is still taking its toll, and his kick goes over the boundary line behind post. But Werribee Central doing the majority of the attacking in this first 10 minutes of this second quarter. Watts now goes short, looks for Watt, and Dylan Watt takes the mark. Back pocket position. Comes further around the ground. Woodman's going to be the target. Gets in front. The big fella puts his arms up, takes a mark. Needs to get the running players coming past, but there's no support, so he goes back now. Directs the ball into the centre. Towards centre half back, and Padani takes the mark, and that is Rowan. So Rowan Padani now off half back's been asked to play on by the umpire. Kicks the ball to the true centre position. Players come out. Avery gets his body over the ball. Doesn't pick it up, but tries to knock it out. Player there from Werribee side puts his head down, tries to get through the play. He did a pretty good job there in Alice. He still has the ball. Umpire says it's not coming out, so a good attempt there from both sides. So plenty of endeavour there from both sides, but just can't get the result out or get the free running players happening at this stage of the game. So true centre position. Woodman in ruck with Broomfield. Woodman has front possession, gets Mole and gets it running forward with a good tap forward. Player runs on the ball is Padani, but he overruns. It's picked up there by Jordan Smith. He's tackled as he picks the ball up. Umpire says it's an incorrect tackle, and the free kick goes to Smith. Off half back, kicks towards centre wing. Player out there by himself, takes the mark, kicks the ball now to the centre half forward position. Watts has the sit, doesn't take the mark, goes to the back, and Pappas, he can't take possession. Player out and running now, kicks the ball towards full forward. Fry in best position, gets a punch to the front of the contest. Good there, play there by Maluccio. Handballs back to Cornish. Cornish this time kicks round the corner, but can't bring it round far enough, and goes through for another minor score. So the tide moves now to Werribee Central's 1 goal 6, Bannockburn 1 goal 3, and they're having trouble scoring in this second quarter.
So the quick kick in for Bannockburn has found Rowan Padani at centre half back. This seems to be the problem, Dale. They're very stop-start, Bannockburn, not moving the ball. This time Arnold can't take the mark from behind. Overruns the footballs, come out wide, picked up there, tackled high, Hose, gets a handball out, and a quick kick finally came from Watt to half forward, attacking the football strongly there is Lytton for the Werribee Central side, but he's turned it over as Padani again. He's tackled. It's a fantastic tackling here by the kids. Now the umpires put the whistle on play, and what's he going to do? Ball it up, true centre wing out of side. 13 minutes gone. Werribee Central's quarter, I would suggest. They lead 1-6 to 1-3 as the ball goes up once again. Woodman, big tap forward, and they need someone on the end of it, the Bannockburn side. That's not happening because the big fella again in Hamilton at centre half back is thwarting the Bannockburn side. Good pick up there. The Cornish, he's tackled immediately. The ball, he's dispossessed. Umpire says, I'll have it. And no, there's a free kick to Bannockburn. Something happened in the middle of the pack there, and
Sheedy, it is.
the free kick is to Sheedy for Bannockburn, goal kicker. He's a long kick to full forward. The opportunity here for Bannockburn. Front of the pack, the ball's cleared, and good work, Zammit. And the Werribee side cooperating and working very well together. Bannockburn seems to be a lot of individual effort, I think, Dale.
Yeah, no, they've got their team structure pretty good, I think, the Werribee side. They're getting the ball and carrying it out. They're sharing it around a bit and they have a bit more run. I think that's been Bannockburn's problem in this game. Like last time they beat them, they had plenty of run from players getting in behind the ball and chasing down. So player now is Cole, who takes the ball from the ruck contest, chased down by Arnell. As he kicks it, he's tackled, and the umpire says unfairly. There's a resulting free kick going down the field. I don't know where it's come from, but umpire, no, he's bringing it back.
Yeah, it's going to Bannockburn. The umpire in the forward pocket ran 70 metres blowing his whistle, and obviously something had happened to Woodman off the ball.
Woodman now has a free kick, kicks the ball, goes short, looking for Lovett, leads up, doesn't take the mark, so players still having trouble handling the ball. He knocks the ball back between his legs, goes to Badani, now on to Hose. Hose from south side, the half forward line, directs the ball back to the hot spot. Avery, going back with a flight, takes a good strong mark about 40 metres out from goal directly in front. So Matt Avery quarrelled with one player coming the other way, but he had eyes for the ball and took a good mark. So Hamilton's done a tremendous job on this young fella so far today. Been a good player for the Werribee side. But this time, Avery comes in from 40 metres out from goal. Kicks, nice looking kick off the boot. Plays in the goal square, put their arms up. They clap that one going through, and it's a goal to Matt Avery, which will give Bannockburn back the lead. That will move them now to 2 goals 3. And the Werribee Central side, 1 goal 6. Bark them along, and hopefully that'll generate some runs. So
16 minutes now into the second quarter. Woodman, clear tap down, but Werribee at the drop of the footy, get the ball towards half forward. Good defensive stuff there for Bannockburn by Watts, and now picked up, kicked to the middle of the ground. Bannockburn a chance here through young player in Hobbs. He kicked it to half forward. Here he is again. It's Avery. He's had just a purple patch here, but at full forward, numbers with the Werribee Central's defence, but now luck is a fortune. Ball picked up there by Turnley. Tackle high, said the umpire. A little fortunate maybe, but we're a long way from it. But now the free kick with Bannockburn's James Turnley, the captain of the side. And if they needed a captain's goal, this is it, Dale, at the 17-minute mark of this second quarter. Turnley now moves in, terrible kick from the skipper, and in fact he's not even going to score. The ball is still in play, and Werribee in defence have done well to clear the footy out. Now it's at centre wing. Good mark there by Cornish. He goes towards the centre wing. There's a one-on-one. No mark not taken. Ball still in play. Does well for Bannockburn there, the young man in McFadden. Now there's a whistle again. Which way is this going?
Sheedy.
So umpire was right on the spot. Sheedy for Bannockburn on centre wing, takes the mark. I don't know about the kick. He's gone straight to Cornish of Werribee Centrals, and I guess he's had a lot of the footy Cornish. He reads it very, very well, and he's positioned it well there too. But numbers there with Bannockburn until a good bit of body work there by Cooper for. Now there's a whistle again, and Cooper's going to get the free kick. So just some free kicks that perhaps not necessary. Both sides feeling the pressure coming towards half time. It's a long kick to half forward. That's a much better mark. One grab and a clean mark to Dylan of Bannockburn and thwarts that attack for Werribee Centrals. 18 minutes gone, second quarter.
So Dylan now directs the ball towards the centre wing. Avery leads out in the race for the ball, but the kick's just a little bit too far for him. He can't get to the contest. It's picked up there by Cooper, who handballs over the top. Padani goes back and retrieves the ball. He gets a long handball going forward, finds Arnell, but pressure there from Cole. He stands up in the tackle, gets the ball out, comes now to that player in Cooper again.
Arnell did second effort there, good.
Yeah, good strong second effort, and Ross Arnell has been rewarded for that effort. Off centre wing, has the ball, goes towards centre half forward. Love it in front, puts the hands up. This time he hangs on to it. Plays on quickly, goes round the corner because LeMaitre has made the ground, down the ground. He takes the ball, gets a handball off. I think it looked more like a throw. Comes towards the player. Yeah, the umpire up the field has picked it up for a throw. And I thought it was too from here. And a good call from the central umpire, not in control of the game. And the free kick goes back to the Werribee Central side. In between full forward and centre half forward. Free kick now, the clean tells the play on, goes wide. And we'll find Smith on half-back flank in front of Lovett. So Jordan Smith from the half-back line kicks back to the centre of the ground. Bit too strong there for Cole. Falls in the hands of Padani. Umpires ask him to come back and steady things up. Padani does so now. From true centre position of the ground, kicks towards half forward. A bad bounce, doesn't favour any players there, but it's cleaned up. Kicked round the corner, back to the centre. Cole in best position. He goes up, takes the mark, plays on now. Takes one bounce, takes two, draws a player, goes to Quarrier. Quarry picks the ball up, kicks the ball from outside 50, goes to the hot spot. It's a good kick. Going back to the flight is Fry. Doesn't take the mark as the Werribee Central player. Get a hand on the ball. He now directs the ball to the half-back line. Leading out there for the Werribee side is Tadaro. Kicks short. Smother on the ball. Good fortune. Falls in the hands of the Werribee players. Now goes back to the goal square. Two players standing side by side. They drop the mark. Tries to feed the ball out. Picked up there by Maluccio. Handballs out to Quarrier. Quarrier, a kick around the corner and through for another minor score. So points are the order of the day here at St Albans in the early game. Sees them now move to 1-7, I believe.
Yep.
Is 13 as the the half-time siren sounds, which will see Bannockburn go in 2-3, 15 to 1-7. 13.
He's beaten on that occasion by Broomfield, who's done well in the middle. Ball flicked out for Bannockburn. Quick kick there from Turnley on the left foot towards half forward. Werribee Central's defence under a bit of pressure early in this third quarter as the ball is at, between, just still inside the centre square, forward of centre for Bannockburn in this third quarter. Kicking with the aid of maybe a very slight breeze to the Buckley's end, the southern end here at St Albans Reserve. Ball goes up, Woodman. Tap to the back. Who's going to be first to the footy at ground level? Good running there from the Bannockburn Smalls, and that's what they need to improve because at ground level, Werribee have been very good so far. Comes back for Bannockburn. Handball. Comes forward to Hose. The long kick inside forward 50 for Teller. Can't get to the footy at ground level. That's good work there by Padani Rowan. It's almost in the, it's right in the full forward position. Hit the behind post. And just ahead of Padani, not able to pick the ball up. That was Grant on that occasion. As the ball now will be thrown in deep in the forward line for Bannockburn. Goal here, Derby. Great start for the third quarter.
Certainly
Can
would.
they get a Padani? Can't control the footy back of the pack. Werribee, they've done well at ground level. They've come out, but in the road there, Hobbs does well. Can he get to the footy? He can't, and he's pinged. He had an opportunity, and free kick to the Werribee Smith at centre half back. We've been going a minute and a half third quarter, no change to the half-time score.
So ball kicked straight down the ground, coming up, players got the ball but comes to the front of the pack, kick round the corner and now in the hands of Ellis from centre wing. Ellis goes towards half forward, Quarrier out in front of Massey, can't take the mark, good pressure there from the Bannockburn player. He stands up, drops the ball, no free kick, comes out now and it's picked up, will try to be fed back through the leg, so players now diving on the ball. Umpire says it's not coming out at all and a resulting throw-up will go to the umpires this time and they'll win the possession of the ball. So half-forward line. Umpire throws the ball. Woodman taps the ball over the top. Well read there by the player in Cornish. He can't get through the contest, and it falls in the hands there of the Bannockburn player in McFadden, I think it was, and the umpire again takes possession of the ball. So we've got the sun glare off the windscreen there. Ball comes down. Woodman again winning the tap, but only as far as Werribee player now with Cole. Cole runs towards goal, goes towards Pappas. Over the top. Maybe should have had a shot. Cleaned up by Fry coming out of defence. Bad bounce for all players. Comes to the back of the pack. Picked up there by Ellis once again. Goes back. Tries to get back on the right foot side. Being called for dropping the ball. And the free kick goes to the Bannockburn side. And off half back. The ball is being kicked forward. Goes Sheedy, goes to there, and in front, Lovett, can't take the mark. Watt comes in, Dylan Watt, now gets the ball, goes towards half forward, gets over the top of the coming players, but Padani with one hand has possession, kicks round the corner. Fatula leads in the race for the ball, gets body in front, good spoil from behind. Arnell kicks the ball off the ground, got it going back towards the goal or in the forward pocket. Avery leads in the race for the ball, but he's got no support. Good pressure there from the Werribee side. Smith picks the ball up, has the ball off half back, kicks round the corner, goes towards the half back line. Coming in the other way, picked up there by Fatula, who's out on the boundary line, kicks back to the square, and Padani takes the mark just beside the behind post, and Rowan Padani has a chance to put a goal on the board, but he'll obviously need to run round to improve the angle. The defensive player standing the mark is Tadaro. He's right against the behind post. Padani steps in. Off a couple of steps, kicks a goal. He likes it. The Bannockburn players likes it. It goes through for a goal. Need to keep going.
So the ball now back in the middle, approaching 5 minutes. Woodman, lovely tap down, only as far as Cole. Nice handball out, Cole, and they're running to advantage here, Werribee, and that's better play. The ball kicked forward over the head there of Menzies for the Werribee Central side. Does well, but numbers with Bannockburn. But he does well, Menzies. Held without the footy. Umpire saw it. And the free kick has gone to Menzies. He's got Cole running past. He accepts a handball. Lovely control kick. Mark could have been taken there by Porter and didn't. And an opportunity gone beggy for Werribee Central. So they need to answer here, and good sides do answer. 1-7-13 Werribee, 3-3-21 Bannockburn. As the ball will be thrown in, half forward flank, probably near a forward pocket in fact, for the Werribee Central side. Kicking northern end, second Woodman, tap down. Has to do the roving himself as he kicks it off the ground. It's come out there, Padani. Can he pick it up for Bannockburn? He can't, but they're working hard at ground level as the ball is forced toward the boundary in front of the scoreboard here at St Albans. Bannockburn player, it looks like on the ground. Umpires whistled play. It's interesting because the only time they can add time on, in fact, is if he's taken off the stretcher, I believe.
Okay.
But certainly a break in play here.
Jimmy Turnley it is.
Is it? He doesn't seem to be moving too much, but he's certainly in good care. Trainers in attendance and
sitting up now, I think.
The good part about it, obviously.
Still down. They're going for the stretcher.
So this is a situation where time on, I would imagine, will be added. And didn't see what happened. I don't think there was anything untoward. It was just in the play.
Just in the play.
And gives us a chance perhaps to look at some of the better players, Dale, so far. We've got 2.5 quarters, and the better players probably seem to be on the Werribee side.
Yeah, I think they're probably playing a more consistent, well, 2 or 3 of their players are standouts at this particular stage of the quarter. And I suppose we talk about the player in Cole who won the medal this year, and also I think Ryan Cornish has been exceptional, you know, through the middle of the ground and going forward. I think his work rate's been tremendous, and he delivers the ball, and he's got shows a bit of poise. But I think, look, for Bannockburn's side, I think Sheedy's been good. You know, he's getting a lot of ball, and Rowan Padani, I think, has probably been another player that's working his way into this game. So, you know, both sides probably need a few more players to jump on board for the latter part of the quarter, and just to get things rolling for both sides, because it's probably not a lot of motion going forward at the present time, or goal-kicking presence.
So Turnley actually been carried from the ground, and it looks as if he's not too bad. We're underway again as Woodman gets the tap down for Bannockburn. Cornish at ground level, tries to toe puck, but can't get it. Bannockburn, they repel, comes towards Padani, centre wing, can't take the mark. At ground level, good work Cole, geez, a terrier. Lovely handball, went out to his teammate there in Tadaro. He's been a pretty good player also. Now the umpire suggested that he's run too far. I didn't think he ran too far.
There wasn't much distance covered there, I don't think.
Goodness me. So
they got to have their say, the umpires, Eric.
Yes, and some of them more so than others. we'll say no more. That's an in-joke. So now the play will continue. As it's Bannockburn kicking towards centre wing. Big pack back there over the head of all players. Arnell taps it forward to Bannockburn, but Cornish at ground level does well. Drop the footy. Well, the umpires, they give the ones that don't think they should, but finally it comes out to Avery towards half forward. Oh, good defensive stuff there by Horn at fullback for Werribee, and he's 2 against 1, and now gets some support, but it's at ground level. It's Padani. Can he pick the footy up? He does. Oh, no, left foot round the body. Finally gets it to the boot, so it's very, very high, up and under. As a player taken out of the contest there was Fatula, I'd suggest.
Yes, it was.
Had no ability to get to the footy, was just bodied completely out of it. So the opportunity for another score here to the Bannockburn side, and they seem to have been rejuvenated at the half-time, Dale. They've come out with a lot of purpose in this third quarter, and whilst it's been going 9.5 minutes, probably a couple of those minutes were lost. Unfortunately, left footer, wrong side, but head of the goal square, that's where it's got to go. Oh, came down there, almost an opportunity for Werpel, but not able to pick the footy up at Badani at ground level. Gee, ferocious defence from Werribee Centrals, and they've moved the ball 25, 30, 40 metres now away from the goal area, and done very well indeed as the ball kicked towards centre wing, and there's a good mark on the centre wing for Werribee. A little chip over the top, and good work Woodman. Put the spoil on it and puts it well out of play. So we await now the ball to be returned to the field of play. 10 minutes gone on the clock. Whether that's been supplemented by some time on, we'll know fairly shortly. But 1-7 Werribee trail Bannockburn 3-3.
As very called, ball just on centre wing here. Umpire about to throw the ball back into play. Woodman's in ruck. I don't know who's going to go up again, but the player Ellis is standing beside him. No, it's not. Broomfield's there, so Woodman knocks the ball forward, goes to Padani, who's can't take clean possession. Chased to the boundary line by Cole, and it goes over the boundary line once again to be thrown back into play.
It's been a good contest, Padani and Cole there.
Yes, they're both good quality players. Throws back in now between centre wing and the half-forward line. Woodman again taps the ball going forward. Goes to Badani, gets a handball across to Hobbs, but it's intercepted well there from the Werribee side, who cleaned the ball out of half-back and go back to centre wing. But the mark's taken by Spiller. Spiller now from that position goes back towards the centre half forward position. Over the top, I think it was Hose that got up but couldn't take the mark. At ground level, he picks the ball up. Quick kick forward going through there by McFadden. Gets the handball from the Werribee side. Comes across now to the player in Jordan Smith. Steps around, goes back on the right foot. Not a good looking kick. Coming the other way is McFadden once again. Tries to get the handball going forward. Oh, good play there from Werribee. Going back to the flight, but McFadden's able to win the ball. Handball's back and goes to Cole. But player coming through now is Ellis once again. Gets a handball across to Cornish. Cornish back to Ellis. Oh, player in Massey coming the other way. Takes him out of the contest. No free kick. Ball now with Menzies. Gets a handball up. McFadden goes back to Padani, and that's Rowan. Padani goes short looking for Lovett. Smothers the ball. Doesn't stay on his feet, which is a bad thing for the young kids. Needs to stay on him. Ball's picked up there by Hobbs. Tries to work out of the contest. Does so. Goes round. Gets the ball smothered by the ruckman in Broomfield. He now kicks the ball wide, and the player leading out there is Litton. Has space by himself. Needs a favourable bounce. Can't get that. He's at ground level now. Tries the handball out of the contest. Dillon knocks the ball back. Goes to McFadden. He picks the ball up, puts it down, gets pushed in the back. Plays allowed to go on. Now players in, comes in and Litton again. But Spiller cleans up for the Bannockburn side. Goes back towards centre wing. And Padani, Grant Padani, sees the ball over the boundary line on the centre wing and will be thrown back into play. So 12.5 minutes past in the third quarter. We're just not too sure about the time on situation. And Bannockburn holding a 8-point lead at this stage of the game.
So the umpire now to bring the ball back into play. True centre wing, outer side. comes in. Woodman again. He's rucked tirelessly all day. Ball comes to ground. No player able to get a clear possession. Players throwing themselves in willy-nilly, and great to see. Oh, there's a high tackle surely on, is it Hobbs for Bannockburn?
Hose this time.
Hose, sorry.
Yep,
and he put the head down, get the ensuing free kick to centre half forward. Great positional play, and finds Hobbs this time. He's taken the mark, goes on quickly, looking for Woodman, but good work, Broomfield. Can't take the mark as he came across the front there, but good work. This fella's done pretty well. He's been quiet early in this quarter, Hamilton, but he gets the ball out to centre wing. Good defence. Ball to the front of the pack for Bannockburn, but again, Grant Padani not able to come clear with the football. So 13 and a half minutes gone. Still 1-7 Werribee. In fact, haven't scored this quarter. 3-3 Bannockburn. They've only kicked a goal. It's a very tight under-18 grand final. Broomfield, lovely tap down, but at ground level, Bannockburn doing very well. Grant Padani again, front of the pack. Can he pick the footy up? He can't. And good work in defence for Werribee Central. Zamet got the footy, but goes to centre wing. There's a free kick in the contest going to Rowan Padani, and we'll get the free kick on centre wing.
So Padani just forward of centre wing now for the Bannockburn side, looking to put the team back into the forward line, and another chance to score. Comes sideways, goes back to Massey. Oh, he only just hangs onto that fingertip mark, but Jay Massey has the mark now on true centre wing for the Bannockburn side. Called to play on by the umpire. Goes across the ground looking for Dylan. He's going to go up in front of the pack. Oh, good strong mark there though, and that was Ellis who takes the mark to his feet. Handballs to Cornish, who's running in support. He now goes back on his right foot, kicks towards centre half forward. Massey's back there, but the big fella there in Porter knocks the ball going forward, and it's now in the hands of Dylan, who gets back to help out. A good strong tackle there from the Werribee side, and umpire will throw the ball up. True centre half forward position now. Werribee Central's in attack and needing to score a goal very shortly in this third quarter.
So good tap down for the Bannockburn side. Long kick to the middle, and there's Fertella, a long way from full forward, maybe playing centre half forward at the moment. But that's a good strong mark. Now a kick inside forward, 50 in front there, and unable to take the mark. There was Avery, but at ground level, picked up there by Hose, around the body towards full forward. Oh, strong mark by Woodman, and that's not a bad move by the coaching staff, Dale. He's rucked tirelessly for 2.5 quarters. They've plonked him to full forward for a rest, and a man mountain.
Nothing short of, Eric.
Absolutely, and a fantastic opportunity to here extend the lead for the Bannockburn side at the 16-minute mark, and this is a very important kick late in the third quarter for Bannockburn. So Woodman, for a big man, his skills are quite reasonable as he moves in. That's a very good kick from Michael Woodman, and that's a goal, and that extends the Bannockburn lead. 4 goals, 3:27, 1-7-13 Werribee Centrals, and on the clock we've been going 16 minutes. May well as well, so they've got some good players in there.
Patterson's in ruck there now, so another tall kid for the Werribee side. Ball comes down to Padani from the ruck from Lovett. The ball's now going forward. It's been picked up or scooped, and the resulting free kick will go to Bannockburn. I actually thought they actually knocked it forward.
I thought they did too. I agree.
Padani now with the free kick in the centre of the ground. Padani looking to go short and will do so. Goes short and finds Lovett. He now plays on, goes across the ground, so they're not much further advanced, but they hold possession of the ball. Handball there from Watt, high tackle, and he's now put the ball down, and a free kick resulting. Good pressure there from the Werribee side, and Menzies will be the kicker, or the resulting free kick from the centre wing. Played on. Umpire says he's gone over the mark, and a 50-metre penalty, so the umpire's now having a bit of a say. And that's another one, and Dylan Watt, I think you'll be heading to the boundary line, son, if I know the coach. So that will put him right back in the goal square. So a silly bit of play.
I've got to say, in his defence, the player kicked the ball, went too close to man the mark. The man the mark didn't move. So poor umpiring.
And as predicted, that player is coming from the ground. So we're back right in the square, and a player will... Brett Menzies will have a shot from inside the square. So Menzies from almost point-blank range comes in for Werribee, chips at the ball, just gets over the top of the players, but that's all he had to do.
That's right.
And he kicks a goal. So the Werribee...
So the goal there to Werribee has brought it back. 50-50 tap down for both ruckmen there, but at ground level, it's Linton doing well, and they've handballed the ball. They've used it very well, Werribee, to get it to Cornish, and but his kick is very, very wide. But at ground level, they've got good support. Gamble, play on to the umpire as he immediately tackle, and some of the tackling and the skills, the smothering skills, has been terrific from all of these kids in both these sides, and it's a great example of how well some of the juniors are being taught, Dale, in our great game.
Yeah, no, look, I think it's, as I said, look, if the sides now can get their junior program up and running properly, you know, you can get a lot of good kids coming out of this competition and pushing into senior football, and both these sides are doing it very well at the present time.
So 4-3 plays 2-7, 19 minutes tick by on the clock.
So ball at half back, picked up by Spiller, gets a handball across, Padani working, unfortunately can't take clean possession. A good strong tackle from the Werribee side, and the umpire will throw the ball back into play. So as 19 and a half minutes tick by into the third quarter, the Bannockburn side hold a slender margin, and in ruck we've got players there, and that ball comes down to the back of the pack, picked up by LeMate, and he handballs the ball out, goes to Sheedy, now with Arnell, and he gets the ball and does carry the ball. Now he steadies, kicks towards centre half forward again, not a good looking kick, but only as far as Cole, playing across half back. He takes the ball, plays on now, looking for support, has that now and goes to the goal kicker in Menzies. Menzies back towards centre half forward as the siren sounds, with Allison taking the mark, but won't be allowed. And the three-quarter time siren sounds with Bannockburn 4 goals 3, 27, leading the Werribee side 2 goals 7, 19. And we've got a game on, I think, Eric.
Absolutely, Dale. And goal kickers to three-quarter time for Bannockburn. 1 each to Rowan, Padani, Sheedy, Woodman and Avery. And 1 apiece for Werribee to Broomfield and Menzies. You're right, Dale. Absolutely game on. 20 minutes to go in the grand final. At three-quarter time, Bannockburn 4-3-27. Lead Werribee Centrals by 8 points, 2-7-19. We'll have a break. Back shortly with the final quarter in the Exhaust Brothers Cup. Final quarter of the Exhaust Brothers Cup thirds grand final as the umpire moves to the circle, throws the ball, and we're underway. Last quarter, neither ruckman get a tap on the footy. Bannockburn handball comes to Arnell. He long into forward 50 for Bannockburn. They need to keep the ball for Teller. Good body use. Keeps the ball in the forward half. A long kick around the body. At Padani, can't take the mark, comes to ground level once again. Werribee at I see Watt back on the ground, picks the footy up, around the body towards full forward, but in defence. It is a great mark for the Werribee Central side, and they clear the danger again. Oh, bad bounce, not good for Hamilton, but he's done well as he comes back on the footy. Good work there for Bannockburn, put pressure on the ball carrier, and the ball spills off hands over and out for a throw-in. 1 minute of the final quarter. No change to three-quarter time score. 4-3 Bannockburn, 2-7 Werribee Centrals.
So Woodman gone back into the ruck for the start of the last quarter. He's up, tries to get the ball over the top. Hobbs is there, but Cole getting the ball, gets a handball across, and the player running was Menzies. Couldn't get a clean possession. Good chase there from the Bannockburn side. Pressure and handball incorrectly, and the chaser there was Sheedy, and Sheedy will kick the ball back in. So Ben Sheedy goes short, looking for Hobbs. He's on forward of centre wing, takes a mark, goes on quickly, kicks round the boundary line, looking for, but the big fella there in Hamilton once again comes across and takes a good relieving mark, goes short, and will find Zammit just backward of centre wing. Time to steady now, kicks the ball around the ground even further. Going back, Sheedy puts the one hand up, knocks the ball forward, comes towards Hobbs. Good tackle there from Tadaro. Called to play on by the umpire. Massey comes in now in the hands of Alice of Werribee. Ball comes out, going forward, kicks towards the half forward line. Spiller, front of the pack is the player there in, not too sure, in Lucio it is, who's kicked the ball forward, and a mark has been taken for the Werribee side by Porter.
Yeah, good effort diving.
Led out and taking a good strong mark. So he hasn't gone back all that far. Comes in from about 30 metres out off a couple of steps. It's a high kick going forward. Goes a cross, and it is a goal. So the Werribee side score the first major of the last quarter. It moves them now to 3 goals 7. They trail Bannockburn 4 goals 3.
The second semi, Werribee Central said they've had a marvellous year, and can they come home now in the last 15 minutes? In the ruck, Woodman does the ruck work, gets the ball to ground, then picks it up, kicks it forward. In defence, it is Lytton for Werribee Central's dangerous kick, but Cornish takes the mark. bit of experience as he kicks the ball around the body. Lovely control kick, finds Ellis. Ellis now takes him on. There's a high. Well, I don't know if there was a lot in it in reality, but the umpires reacted, overreacted now as far as I'm concerned, because, well, you know, it was high over the shoulder, but Arnell. So now I think he's reported the players. So that's an interesting, now is it?
Lost his card too now.
So, is that not 50 metres? So no, it's just a report. So they're one short now, and how important will that be, Dale, in the last, well, it's only going to be 15 minutes, and that's, I reckon Woodman was at the second or third to touch it, but he's been paid the mark with 2 points the difference. Very important facet here. Ball comes to ground, at ground level, we're at Bannockburn. They're working very, very hard to take the ball forward. How good are the Werribee Central side now? They've got to battle one man short and probably play the odds, but the ball now at centre half forward for Bannockburn. Arnell, geez, lifted all of a sudden after getting the whack behind the ear, and he's playing absolutely great footy. Now there's a whistle on play, the free kick going Werribee Central's way. Held without the footy, Bloomfield, and handballs quickly. They continue to play their match plan here, as in the middle of the ground. The big fella can't take the mark in. Woodman comes forward for Werribee Central's through Gordon. They're moving the ball pretty quickly. A goal will put them in front. They're one man down, but at ground level, they're working very hard. Here's Watts trying to slow them down. Gets it to centre wing, and Werribee Central's continue to hold possession of the footy. They go towards half forward. Good looking kick. It's in the right position. But here's Watts. He gets the handball clear. Now high tackle. No, said the umpire, is Bannockburn. This time through Dillon. Goes out wide. Good looking kick, but can he pick the footy up? He can in Mace as he gets the ball around centre wing. It is in the field of play. I can't see the boundary umpire. Yes, it is. So at the 5.5 minute mark of the final quarter, it's a 2-point ball game. Bannockburn in front.
So back at centre of the wing position here. Woodman in ruck against Broomfield. So both players doing a fair percentage of the work in the ruck contest. Comes down to Lovett. Can't get a kick on the play there. Good pressure there from Tadoro, I think it is, that's underneath the pack. He can't get it out, and the umpire will take possession of the ball. So from centre wing, far side of the ground here at St Albans. Woodman again using his bulk, knocks the ball forward, goes towards Arnell, then to the umpire, but umpire's now out of the road. Players converge on it. Ball comes out. Good play there from Werribee Central's, trying to get the ball running at all coasts, and that was their instructions at three-quarter time. Get it out and going. The umpire says it's not going any further, and will come back in. So ball's advanced a bit towards the centre of the ground here, but no further either end of the ground. Woodman again with the ruck contest, knocks the ball down, going forward, comes out. Player there going back with the fly of the ball is Shooty. Picks the ball up, gets a handball. Woodman with good body. Comes out now to Hose. Hose goes back towards Avery at centre forward. In front, can't take the mark. Needs runners. Padani's there. Front and square, but the player going in support is Menzies, I think it is, back there to do some defensive work. Umpire coming in to ball the pole up once again. So we've gone nearly 7 minutes, last quarter. Bit of an arm wrestle here at the present time. The game's just waiting to be burst open, but which side can do it? Broomfield gets the ball down, goes to Hose, goes round the corner towards the forward pocket, and Padani leads in the race for the ball. Fatula and Padani crash into each other. Both players now lying prostrate on the ground, and converge there from all players, and the umpire will ball it up once again. They're up, they're running. Always a good sign for the parents sitting in the car.
Absolutely. 7.5 minutes gone. Final quarter of the grand final. It's in the forward pocket for Bannockburn. Lovett doing the ruck work. Gets it down. The ball comes out to advantage for Werribee Centrals. Heading for the football as the Bannockburn players. They're appealing for deliberate out of bounds. I don't think umpires will play that at this point in time. So the ball will be picked up by the boundary umpire and brought back into play. 2 points the difference. The ball on the 50-metre arc where it meets the boundary for the Bannockburn forwards. So the ball about to be brought back into play, which now happens. Lovett does the ruck work, gets it forward for Bannockburn. Werribee Central's trying to keep it in play. Picked up there by Hose, he's dispossessed, and it's over the boundary line again. Werribee, well, they've gained 35 metres. Now heading towards centre wing, between wing and half forward for Bannockburn. It's on the outer side, and we're 8 minutes into the final quarter.
So in ruck, ball comes to the back of the pack, tapped forward by Padani, goes to Arnell, he can't take clean possession, picked up there by Cole, I think it is, or Ellis, who brings the ball across the ground, and this looks like Cornish. He's been a good player, he takes one bounce, takes his second, still carries the ball, there's his third, now he gets towards the half forward line, kicks towards the forward, Porter again leading out, he takes the mark, so he's inside 50. So Werribee Central's doing well with one man down, kick the ball forward, and Porter has a chance to go back and have a shot for goal. Greg Porter, nice looking kick off the boot. It's going. It has been touched. Play on, the umpire, still in the field of play. So Watts picks the ball up, kicks outside 50, goes towards Hose, who's out there by himself, has time to pick the ball up. Boundary line's too close. He runs over the boundary line, and the ball will be brought back. So Porter, just a bit unlucky, just couldn't get the distance. A nice looking kick from when it left his boot. But now the ball in between centre wing and half forward for the Werribee side.
So 9 minutes gone now, 9.5 minutes. The ball going forward for Werribee, as Dale said, doing a fantastic job with one shy. The ball comes down, intercepted from the tap down from Woodman by Cole for Werribee. They go still to centre half forwards, the Werribee side, able to take the mark. Dillon across the body. Oh, here's a chance for the Werribee side. As mark taken there by Cornish. Terrific smother there by Dillon. Does a fantastic job for Bannockburn, but Quarrier, he tries to get a kick away for Werribee. He can't do so, and it's forced off hands over the boundary line. 10 minutes gone, halfway the final quarter. 2 points the difference. Bannockburn in front. Haven't scored in this quarter, but the Werribee side, one man down at the moment. Ball thrown in. Woodman. Oh, Quarrier read it beautifully off the tap down. Can't get clear, however. Now we've got players working hard. Oh, lovely little tap forward there. Goes to Barilillo. Almost a miraculous mark at full forward by Porter. Comes around the body, back towards the end of the goal square. And, it's a rush behind. A point the difference in the grand final. 3 goals, 8. 26 Werribee, 4-3-27 Bannockburn, and we've been going 11 minutes in the grand final quarter.
Ball's come back into play. Werribee take the ball. Oh, he got the handball away. Umpire, you've got to have a chance to get rid of it. And it was a fair attempt too. So the free kick goes to Turnley, goes towards centre wing, and the player running back on the flight is Padani. Padani just forward of centre wing for the Bannockburn side. Needs players in support. Doesn't have many running for it at this stage of the game. So players are tied. Goes wide. Lovett's going to be the target. Comes in from the side. Can't take the mark. Ball comes to the ground. Going back is Litton. He can't take possession of the ball. Picked up. Handball back into the field of play. Only as far as Turnley. He knocks the ball towards Arnell. Arnell goes towards full forward, and Fatula in front. Oh, umpire, could have been a free kick picked up by Avery. Tries to force his way through the contest. Ball at ground level. Players knock the ball free. Picked up. Handball needed. No. Tackle strong. Good work from the Werribee defence in the goal square. Sees the ball to be balled up in that position. And we've gone nearly 12 minutes last quarter, but Bannockburn with a chance here to score a goal. Ball comes down, goes towards Padani. He dives in the ball, feeds the ball out by hand to Hobbs. Hobbs round the corner, can't get the 50 kick, goes to Lovett. Lovett off the left foot, only as far as the goal square, and it's picked up there by Zammit, who clears the ball for Werribee. Comes out wide, goes towards Cole. He ducks and weaves, goes back over the top. Now the Werribee Central side clear the ball out with run. Hand the ball, goes to Quarrier. Long kick, round the boundary line, looking for Ellis. Ellis, good body, takes a good mark. So Ellis now, he'll have to go back to the fair call by the umpire. I'll give him that one, that's a good call. Now Ellis goes back behind the mark, plays on, goes across the ground. Looking for his teammate out there in Tadaro. Pressure there from Padani, but Tadaro does well. Has support there from Guyat. He can't take the ball. Now pressure on both sides. Handball comes back to Tadaro. Lovett now needs support again, and there's more players around, but Arnell coming through traffic. Picks the ball up, goes short, goes towards Sheedy. He takes the mark. We're inside the centre square. Bannockburn now pressing forward. Goes wide. Lovett by himself. Can play on. Does so. Goes long towards the goal square. Who's going back? Avery.
Oh, second mark of the game.
So Big Avery takes another strong mark in the forward pocket. Tight angle. and the big fella will need to go back and shoot truly.
Oh, this is the pocket where we reckon senior footballers don't kick goals from, Dale, and they continue to mystify us. But 13 minutes final quarter, how important to kick.
So Matt Avery comes in. He's not out all that far. An accurate kick would be good. He likes it off the boot, the big fella. He might have had a big impact on the game, but his 2 marks going back with the flight of the ball have been good. That's his second.
In the ruck again. He's got Broomfield, his opponent. Neither ruckman a clear tap down. At ground level, it's handball comes out. Oh, great handball, positively to Lytton for Werribee Centrals. Goes towards half forward. And there's a solid mark on the half forward flank inside 50 Quarrier. It's a big kick high in the air. Is it far enough? It's not. Oh, dropping back, and I'd play that mark in the pack to Porter. Strong hands. And knows the importance of this, goes back quickly and pops it over the goal umpire's head. So he's kicked his second goal for the game, and we're back to a 1-point ball game.
15 minutes. Important clearance here for both sides. Woodman gets the knock going forward, goes to Lovett. Can't pick the ball up, but good enough to kick the ball off the ground. Chases after, but Cornish does well. Dylan Watts there, but now support there from Ellis. Back in the hands of Cornish. Goes round the corner. Only as far as Spiller at half back. He plays on. Oh, pressure from behind. No talk. He's been chased down well by Barilio. So Ballararo kicks forward, looking for Porter again, comes out. Fry able to get a touch on the ball. Front of the pack, Menzies looking to get around the coming players from Bannockburn. Works forward, Dylan chasing him down. Tries to kick the ball off the ground. Done a great job, the young fella, but couldn't keep the ball in the field of play. And it's gone over. Half forward line between half forward and forward pocket for the Werribee side. So pressure now from both sides. Ball thrown back into play. Woodman in ruck. Taps the ball forward. Goes to Badani. At the front of the pack, McFadden takes possession. Stripped out of his hand by Cole. Cole goes at goal. Kicks to the square. No mark paid there. Play on. Ball cleared out by Fry. A long kick. Favours nobody, but in front, Watt can't take the mark. Pappas there, tackled. Ball comes out and the tackled. Good pressure there from Werribee Centrals. They've really applied themselves with one man down. Hobbs picks the ball up. Ball's not coming out. And the umpire is about to throw the ball up once again. So with pressure mounting now, 15 and a half minutes tick by. Players slowly getting off the ground. Umpire restarts play. Woodman taps the ball only as far as, I think it's, I'm not too sure what is there, but at ground level the ball is picked up. Tackles there from players. And we're going nowhere. Umpire takes it away again. Have a go at that one, Eric.
Well, you were 15 and a half with 16 and a half, Dale. It's just ticked to 17 minutes. 3 minutes to go in the grand final, and it's Bannockburn trying desperately to stall off the attack from Werribee. The ball is at half forward flank for Werribee Centrals. 17 minutes gone. Ball thrown up by the umpire. Woodman to the back. Picked up there for Werribee Centrals by Lytton. It's further forward, touched off the boot. The umpire calls play on. The Bannockburn defence, and does well. Watts, ball very close to our broadcast position here, stacks on the mill, and the umpire will put the whistle on play. 17 and a half minutes have gone in the grand final. 1 point the difference. Bannockburn in front as Woodman does the ruck work, doesn't really get a tap. Cornish can't hold the footy, comes back into it again. He's trying to burrow his way through there with the footy. Umpire said we're not going anywhere. Time ticks along. Werribee Central's players looking for a free kick. Umpire explaining it wasn't there as Woodman puts the body on the line. Good tap forward, and maybe this was what they needed as the ball taken by the skipper Turnley back on the ground, kicks to open spaces. Only players back there, Werribee Centrals, as the big fella kicks it towards the centre of the ground, coming through strongly, not able to take the markers. Tadaro, high in the air. Who's going to get this as Woodman puts the spoil on play. Werribee Centrals, the chance here is Cornish. Runs to 50, kicks it towards the full forward position. Numbers back there, I tell you what, we're going to have a draw because it's up
We'll be back here next week.
So 4 goals, 9-33, 5-3, 33. It's a tied ball game, 18 and a half minutes into the final quarter of the grand final.
So Watts out of half back now, kicks towards centre wing. Woodman there, needs to take the mark, comes to the back. Love it. Woodman can't pick the ball up, goes to Hobbs, feeds the ball out to Sheedy, gets around the oncoming player, gets it along the boundary line, goes over the top of the players, goes out centre wing, and time is still ticking by. We're approaching 19 minutes. Both sides, maybe one opportunity to go forward to score a winning contest. So umpire asking the runner from Bannockburn to leave the ground. So Rough Henderson, you better move on, son. Thrall goes back in. Woodman knocks it forward. Needs running players. Turnley picks up the ball. Takes on the chaser. Goes towards half forward. Kicks. Knocked as he kicks the ball forward. Goes to Badani. Forward pocket. What can he do? Takes the ball. Strong tackle. Comes to Fatula. Tries to get out of the contest. Still good contest there from the Werribee side. They clear the ball. Goes wide. Goes across the face of goal. We've got 30 seconds left in the grand final. Arnell leads in the race for the ball. Can he pick the ball up cleanly? Good pressure there from the Werribee side. Over the boundary line to be thrown back into play. 19 minutes, 45 seconds have gone by. A tremendous start to the day, fellas. What more could you ask for? Lovett gets the ball down, goes to Arnell. He can't pick the ball up, feeds the ball out. Player in the centre of the ground has just come back, and that's now a contest with Sheedy. Goes to the front of the pack. Matt Watts picks the ball up. Oh, goes there to the player, and that is Maluccio. So Maluccio drives the ball forward. We've gone over 20 minutes. Ball 2-on-1 situation. Needs support. Massey there. Can he dive the ball? No, it's with ball goes forward. Lead. Porter in the goal square. I think that's the game, Eric. They've worked hard, but a mark in the last second.
Desira's gone, he's still got to kick it.
So Porter has been good, has a chance to kick his third goal, only needs to score. Only needs to score. So Dylan on the mark. Player kicks the ball through for a goal. So Werribee Central are going to run out victors in the contest by one straight kick.
So Werribee Central's 5-9-39 have defeated the Bannockburn side 5-3-33. Goal kickers for Werribee Central, 3 to Porter, 1 to Broomfield, 1 to Menzies. That's the 5. 2 to Avery for Bannockburn, 1 to Woodman, 1 to Sheedy, and 1 to Badani. Our best player of the day, Dale?
Yeah, look, I think Ryan Cornish has been exceptional today. I think
outstanding, without any doubt. So number 24 for the Werribee Central side, Ryan Cornish is our best player in the grand final, and what a fantastic finale it's been. So we've enjoyed bringing this game to you, and winners are grinners, and losers can come back next week, Dale. It was a fantastic performance in the finish. One man down most of the last quarter, Werribee Centrals, and they've got through to win by a goal.
Yeah, no, look, Eric, they did a tremendous job, and I suppose being being defeated only once during the course of the season means that they are a good side. And they did persist in that last quarter when the odds were against them. And as I said, to finish the game in that sense, I suppose going forward, with not much time left, they did a tremendous job.
So that's it from Dale Smith and Eric Nichols. The grand final has been played and won. Premiers in the Exhaust Brothers Cup, Werribee Central's Football Club by 1 goal.